Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy OCZ Savage. Today we back with another deck build, and this one we're going to be doing 3 good nightmare builds for Karlee. And I really like these builds. I think you guys are going to like them too. So for the first build, we're going to be doing an SMG build. And shout out to user Bros on YouTube. He's the one that basically recommended this build in the comments, so we got his build going first. Now make sure you guys leave a comment on what build you guys would like to see next. You know, if you want to see, nade build, damage on whatever cleaner, just let me know and I'll try to put a deck together for you. So on this first one, we're going to be doing a double SMG power swap build. And this one's really fun because you'll have unlimited ammo with the secondary, so like the Tech 9. And then if you just use like a random SMG card, or even just, find a really good SMG, all you got to do is have the power swap in the admin reload. And this thing, you can just keep swapping and doing a bunch of damage. Now, another good thing about this build too is like once you get really good, like weapons. So you see I have like a blue Tech 9, I got the blue Uzi. You just start like absolutely shredding people. So it's basically a damage build. Now, a couple variations with this build, what you'll be able to do, like if you don't necessarily want to use a SMG, if you want to throw like some shotgun cards on there, buckshot bruiser, the scatter gun, if you want to get any of those, then you could quite easily turn this into like a power swap shotgun build, or like a power swap AR build. But for SMG, just throw those SMG cards on, and then it's super easy to do with Karlee, because she already has a Tech 9. So I think this build's really fun with her. This is what it's looking like. We got down in front. And if you didn't watch the last video, down in front is pretty much going to be on all the decks, because when you're playing on like Nightmare, Veteran, people are pretty reckless with the shots. So down in front is going to be there. We got the power swap admin reload, and then we got the overprotective and the ammo belt. Now if you really wanted to, you could take off ammo belt, and add in some more damage, move that up higher. But for the most part, it's always like those first 8, 9, 10 cards that you'll mainly be using. You know what I mean? Like if you quick play into like a act 1 or act 2, you'll probably have like, up to like 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So as long as those cards and those slots are really good, should work out nice for you. So going into the next build for Karlee, this one's gonna be like a speed resistance build, because in Nightmare there's a lot of people that still haven't beat it yet. And what I mean by beat it is have gotten all the SWAT skins. So there'll be people that are really just focused on beating the map. They're really not trying to walk it, so you might need some speed. So this will be a good deck for that. And it's also going to have a little bit of resistance too. So if you get into these situations where you got to sit with the team for a second, you got to hold off a direction, it'll be really good to accommodate for not having as much damage by having the resistance. Sorry, mine went blank. But yeah, by having a little bit more resistance. Boom, got smacked by an exploder, nothing really happened. So really nice. We'll have motorcycle jacket. I got hazard pay on this deck, which is really good, because what'll happen is when you're speeding, you really only need like a grenade for the door, a couple stun guns, and usually you're pretty well off. Now a good thing too about this deck, you'll have enough speed to do things like this part of Act 3, which can be really annoying. You'll definitely be able to do T5 and everything. Another good thing too is because a lot of people incorporate speed with running to the end of the map. A lot of the times it's good, if you don't even want to run to the end of the map, you just want to be faster so you can juke out the zombies, split up the hordes. You could be using the deck for that too. You don't necessarily have to sprint through everything, break all the alarm doors, juke through there, get to the safe room. You can use the speed more in an aspect of, trying to split up the horde instead of everyone standing there and trying to just fight, 50 zombies running at you. You could try to run around on the side, maybe try to do some circles. That way they'll take care of those 25, and then, you split them up like that. Or even in these situations, like teammates go down or something, it's best to kind of get them all in front of you instead of trying to just stand there and shoot them. Almost like Call of Duty zombies. Kind of just line them up, train them, and you can kind of use your speed that way. So really good in the Hives. Of course, also really good on the maps. I think you guys really like this build too. I usually use this one. Or sometimes I use this Holly version that I have, which of course I'm going to show you guys. So we got the down in front, we got the scar tissue, we got the experience EMT on this build. And that's really important, not only because it gives you like more max life, but it also gives you the stamina regen and the extra stamina to the end of the map too. So really good card to have on the speeder. And then, you know, we got the belt clip for extra stun guns, got the defensive maneuvers. The only variations you could really make to this deck is if, you know, you didn't want to necessarily do resistance, you maybe wanted to do like melee, you could switch it like that. But if you're doing resistance, I think that's really good. Now the last deck we're going to have is going to be the Karlee damage deck. And this would be good kind of like for anything that she's doing. So you don't have to necessarily use like a SMG or a shotgun or a sniper. It'll be good for pretty much any weapon, because what we're going to be doing is stacking the overprotective buff, and that's pretty much going to carry you all the way through Nightmare, definitely through Veteran. So when you look at the bottom here, that I guess man that's standing in that circle, and you see how the circle keeps refilling like that, that means the buff keeps reactivating. So as long as you're standing next to somebody, you know, you'll get that 20% damage buff. And honestly, it's ridiculous when you make like a damage build, especially on Nightmare, because the mutations don't have as much life. So you can literally 2-3 shot mutations. You know, if that buffs up, I've one-shotted, you know, snitches, literally just one headshot and they're dead. So you don't even have to worry about them calling a horde or anything. You just have to have that overprotective buff and you're chilling. Or like too, you know, of course, if you're using a sniper, it's really good because you could be like crouching in the background. Or I guess too with the tack shotty, anything that does like a lot of like burst damage, you could just be crouching in the background, and as soon as one of your teammates get hit and you get that overprotective, it's really like a 1-2 shot kill. So I think you guys really like this build too. I mainly use it with shotguns, but it kind of just depends on, you know, what weapon choices I have. I usually just try to grab the best weapon with the most damage at the time. So we got the down in front, we got the patient hunter, we got the overprotective. Knowledge is power. Now one thing you could do with this build, if you did want to maybe take off weapon scavenger, or even move weapon scavenger up higher into the deck to make it a little bit more relevant, you know, you could do something like that. Or if you wanted to maybe take off like canned goods and just go with a little amount of life, which is super risky but definitely doable on Nightmare, you could take that route. So hopefully you guys go out and try these builds. I like all three of them. That SMG build, again, shout out to Brills. That was my first time making that build, but that build, it literally shreds. I've been using it the last couple days. Again, make sure you guys leave a like on the video so we can reach more back for Blooders. Also too, leave a comment, let me know what kind of build you guys want to see on which cleaner. We got about what, like 8-9 cleaners to go, so we're definitely going to try to get everybody on there. Again, make sure you guys hit that sub button. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. I appreciate each and every one of you guys every day for checking out the video, so make sure you hit that sub button. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on that next vid. Peace.